Hey PSC. I've been trying to upload this thing for like legitimately hours. Like, I don't know why this won't work for me, but I'm annoyed to say the least. So we're gonna try again. This is kind of long. I wrote down a lot of things I could talk for an hour, so I'll try and go through it as fast as possible. But yeah, so pet peeves, May 3rd. Yeah. Okay. Kids who relentlessly bitch about how bad high school is, unless you're being tossed in a locker every day or emotionally abused by your peers, there's really no reason for you to hate high school as much as you claim you do. Um, Number one pet peeve is definitely people that talk with their mouth full of food. I get yelled at every night when I'm like, Dad, can you just chill and not talk with your mouth full? And you're like, I don't care what you're going to say anyway, but please at least don't say it with food in your mouth. Okay, people at Walmart who become totally incompetent behind the wheel of a cart. I don't understand why the rules of the road don't apply to rules in the aisles of Walmart, but if I get cut off one more time, so help me God. Going along with that, people who can't drive in general, like, I don't know what is so difficult about going the speed limit or close to the speed limit or just a little over the speed limit and indicating and like following traffic. I was behind a lady yesterday who went 32 in a 45 and just turned into a dead end without indicating that she was going to do that, and would brake upon approaching every green light. And I was like, what are you doing? Stop it. North Shore Chicago mothers, this is hard to explain, but the ones that are like driving their Mercedes or Lexus or Cadillac SUV, and they've got their Bluetooth in their ear and their Starbucks in their hand, and like a child sitting next to them who's licking the window and making faces at me, and 14 soccer playing children in the back seat. They're so annoying. Oh my god. And the same parents that like bring those kids into the restaurant with them when I'm trying to have a nice dinner with friends. I'm not paying for entertainment, okay? If your kids are screaming and throwing a tantrum or like drumming on the table with their spoons or like running around the table, like don't just play with yourself and your iPhone. Like, can you just control them? I don't understand. People who are too conceited on Facebook, like there's this one girl I know who's had over 500 pictures, profile pictures since January. Like, that's unnecessary. People who think their musical taste is so much better than everyone else's. Like, I don't care if you think Paramore is like way more awesome than Cute Is What We Aim For in Owl City. Like, I don't listen to any of that, so I don't. It's called musical taste because everyone likes different things. They have different tastes. Duh. So chill with that nonsense. People who troll the internet for the lulz, get a life. I don't understand. And if you're 20 years old or older and you're doing this, like, you should be ashamed. Honestly, you're gonna be like 25 and you're gonna be like, I was a douche hazel back in the day. 17-year-olds who are engaged. Why? Teens who don't appreciate their parents. Again, unless you're being beaten or verbally assaulted, if mom doesn't give you $60 for whatever you want it for, probably some slutty shoes, you don't, like, stop it. You don't need to complain about them constantly. People who bash an entire political ideology in one big generalization, like, I hate Republicans. Cool. We're not all the same, and we're not all psychopaths, and we're not all whatever you think we all are. Because I'm actually pretty legit. People who cannot comprehend how much I hate tomatoes. I don't know why this is so difficult for my dad to grasp, but no, I won't try that tomato because it's not going to taste any differently than the other 12 billion tomatoes you've made me try. So stop begging me to try that one because I'm not going to like it. Um, People who play the victim in every situation of their life, or this, it's usually the same person as someone who gives me or asks me for help and gives me the problem, and I come up with like six solutions to how that problem can be resolved, and then they conversely come up with a reason for why my solution to their problem isn't going to work for all six solutions. You are annoying. Don't ask me for help anymore. Stop it. People who call me anti-choice when we're talking about abortion. No. I realize a woman has the right to choose what happens to her body. Like, I'm not saying you can't do that. I don't think abortion should be illegal, okay? I realize it's going to happen no matter what. I'm just saying I wish they chose for the baby to live. I guess that's my stance on it. Whatever. I'm not dealing with that any more than that. People who try to convince me that smoking marijuana has ruined their friends' lives or has torn their family apart. Okay, do not confuse these two things. Okay, okay. A plant did not ruin your family. Someone's decisions and choices and actions ruined your family. A plant did not ruin your family. Okay, it's just a greeny little thing. Don't confuse the two situations. People who assume all girls are drunken prostitutes. Clearly, I'm not. Birds that wake me up at 5 a.m. OMG. Like, keep the beak closed until the sun is up and it's like 8 a.m., okay? Like, I'm not tweeting at you through the window until 2 a.m. when I'm awake, so you should have the same courtesy. I'm not going out the window. Okay? So, zip it. Non-Asians who are obsessed with all things Asians, especially like white people obsessed with Japanese pop bands, like an Asian in sync. Maybe it's just I don't understand it, but can't you just listen to like American music or British music at least or something? I don't know. Anyway, people who fake being drunk. You've had 2 Mike Hard lemonades. You are not hammered. Same along those lines. People who get drunk or high and then use a certain forum and then try to tell me that their typing is actually that bad. Please. People who like just call their friends like, hey, don't be a fag. Don't be a faggot. You're being such a faggot. Oh, God, that whole statement. I could just... I hate it. People who try to tell me what to do with my money, like, you should give it to such and such charity. Really? Why is no one giving it to the Alison Bruckner charity? How about that, huh? Guys who are emotional disasters, who are like, she doesn't love me. Ugh, buck up. Like, get over it. Materialistic people who only care about name brands, or... My cousin is just the perfect example of this. It's too much, to be honest with you. It's so like, get over yourself. I don't even know what to say to that. And finally, twihards. You don't sparkle. I don't even know what to say to them, honestly. Like, the people that write, like, Twilight fan fictions, which I just recently learned what that is, or, like, get Twilight tattoos, or, like, worship Edward. I don't even know what... I almost just call him Ellen. I don't even know what his name is. Edward. Or, like, wannabe Bella. Like, get over it. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's sick. It's terrible. So yeah, those are my pet peeves right now. So have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Woo!